So today we start a new part in Module 4, Part D, Session Management. So in this new part, we still, for the first two parts, I want to discuss the results of Homework 1 because we need to prepare for the midterm test at the end of this month. Yeah. So I will use two videos, two parts to cover some selected, highly missed questions in Homework 1. All right, so D.1. Yeah, the selected questions from Homework 1, Part 1. Yeah. The first question I want to talk about, question number 5. The miss rate, 56%. So you can see it's pretty high, 56%. Yeah. So what's the reason? Yeah. I remember I explained this in one of the videos, but it's a long time ago. Many of you may not have the impression on this topic. So here, let me summarize the topic a little bit. All right. We know the init method, it is only called once. Yeah. For the life cycle of the whole servlet, it is only called once. All right. Now, if you create a database connection in this method, after the connection object is created, so you can do the queries, but after you finish using it, you cannot destroy that object. Because if you destroy it, you do not have a second chance to create it. Because you do not have a second chance to call this init method. Then the next time, you cannot use it. You cannot use this connection object anymore if you destroy it before. So for that property, the special property, after you create the connection object, you cannot destroy it. You need to leave it there. Yeah, leave it there. If you leave it there, it takes memory space. It takes the memory resource. So it occupies certain memory resource. Okay? Yeah. So in that way, if many users, if they need to use a lot of database connection objects, then too much memory resource will be wasted. Yeah. So for that reason, the method is not good. Yeah. All right. But that is the first way. But we have a second way. All right. So this is the first way to use database object. The second way, we create a database connection object in a Java Bean. In a Java Bean. In a Java Bean, we can create a database connection object. All right. When you need to use it, then you use that object. But after you finish using it, you can destroy it. Because the second time, if we want to use it, we can create another Java Bean to get that connection object. So here you can see this method is better than the first method. Yeah. All right. Because you can destroy, if you do not use the database connection object, you can destroy those. So you can release the memory resource. Yeah. But that's still not the most efficient way. So it is better than the first way, but still not the most efficient way. The most efficient way, the third way, there is a special technology in Java EE. It is called connection pooling technology. Connection pooling technology. Okay. So the server maintains a connection pool. Inside this pool, there are many database connection objects, so managed by the server. So the server will use the most efficient way to manage those connection objects. Yeah. So this topic, yeah. So if I can find time in module 7 or module 8, I can talk about that. Yeah. So otherwise, we may not have time to talk about this topic. Yeah. All right. So that is the background for this question. So that's why the answer is false. Yeah. All right. So next question. Number 6. Answer the miss rate 38%. Also pretty high. 38%. Yeah. The answer is the message body. Yeah. Remember, send binary content, not text content, the binary content. Because in the request line, the 3 pieces information must be all text. Request headers must be text format. So only in the request body you can send binary content as attachment. You know, just like email, you attach a file in your email, attachment. Yeah. The body part, the main body part, still the text content. But only the attached part, that's the binary content. For example, you upload an image, you upload the PDF file. Okay? So you upload some binary file, but the uploaded file is stored in the attachment part of the request body. No. No. So it is separated from the main body part. Okay, yeah. So that's for the binary content. Yeah. Question number 6. Yeah. Next one, question number 7. So high, 63%. The miss rate, 63% of you missed this question. Yeah. Answer is false. Why? Yeah, here, there is one special example gives you the background of this question. Yeah. The Duke example. You know, I hope you're Duke, not duck, Duke. I hope you run this example by yourself. Now, I did a demo in a video and I explained the code, you know, a lot of places I explained. Now, there is one place about this one. An HTML form does not have an attribute. Okay? So you have a form. Because usually we expect to put some, you know, we expect to use attribute, action attribute, so you specify some data processing program at the server side. Okay, yeah, usually we do that. Yeah. But sometimes we don't have the action attribute. We skip it. We do not use it. If we do not use it, that's the same as you use the action attribute with empty string, with nothing. Okay? All right. In that situation, yeah. So you may have the method, right? Yeah. You may have the method post, for example, form. Okay? Yeah. Like that. All right. In this case, you can still submit this form to some file. for some data processing file. Okay, yeah, you can still submit it. Yeah. In the Duke example, we have this form in index.jsp. All right, yeah. If you skip action attribute, this form will be submitted to itself, index.jsp. Yeah. To itself. Yeah. We know the JSP itself can process data. So it is the same as you just put action double quotes index.jsp. That's okay, right? Yeah. You submit to yourself. Okay. So whatever file name it is, you submit to yourself. Okay. Yeah. So that is the answer. Yeah. Yeah. So here the second part of the sentence is not true. Cannot be submitted to any person. No, submit to itself. Yeah. The Duke example. So you will see it. Yeah. I talk about that in the Duke example. Yeah. All right. So that's question number 7. All right. Next one. Next question. Number 8. So let's look at the miss rate. 19%. Yeah. Not very high, but you missed a little bit. Every time a client request arrives, the container creates a new servlet, not instance, thread. Thread and instance, two different concepts. Instance, yeah, complete object, right? You create a brand new object from that servlet. Thread is not. Thread, it is under one object instance. One object instance, it can generate multiple threads. So multi-threading, multiple threads, and use less resource than one thread uses much less resource than one instance. So in that way, we can save a lot of memory resource. Yeah. So that is the reason. Yeah. All right, so that's the question number 8. Next question, number 9. So this one, the miss rate also pretty high, 50%. I talk about a concept called a class loading concept. So I think many of you, those 50%, so you may not be familiar with this concept, class loading concept. So here, let me, class loading, okay, yeah, in Java. So loading Java classes. Now, when we run a Java application, we need to load many Java classes. Now, how do you tell JVM? So we know the JVM, Java Virtual Machine. How do you tell JVM what Java classes to load, what Java classes you do not need to load, right? Yeah. So think about on a machine, on your computer, you store a large number of different Java classes. Definitely, you don't want JVM to load all the Java classes on your computer, right? Not necessary. Most of them, you do not use them. Yeah. You only want the JVM load those classes that you have a pretty good chance to use. Yeah. So that's why in Java, there is this concept, yeah, class loading concept. So that means JVM only goes to certain locations to load the Java classes. Yeah. Here, because we are doing Java web applications. Yeah. We are doing Java web application. So for Java web applications, the places that the server, because the server running inside JVM, so the server only goes to those 3 different locations to load Java classes. Yeah. So then you can use only from those 3 places. Yeah. The 3 places is, one is here. Suppose this is the server. Okay. Inside the server, there is a lib folder. The classes there will be loaded. Yeah. First. Second, in your web application, web-inf, then you can use a lib folder to put some library files. So the server will load from there. Yeah, the second. Third, compile the Java classes will be placed in this folder, this location. So the server will also load all the Java, compile the Java classes there. Okay. Other than that, no other places. Yeah. So definitely for this one, yeah, the server will not look at that folder. Okay. Won't look at that folder. Yeah. So that is the class loading concept here. Yeah. All right. So hope you pick it up so you can, because this knowledge is important. Yeah. When you develop a Java web application, if you have some special Java library files you want to use in this web application, how do you make sure the server will load it? You need to go to one of the 3 locations. Okay? Yeah. Typically, we use this way, right? Yeah, because that's inside our web application. Yeah, we can easily put there, right? Yeah, so typically we put here. Yeah. Okay. All right. Number 9. Number 11. Look at the miss rate, 25%. So not too high, yeah, but 1/4. Yeah. Here, when you send parameters to servlet in both request, yeah, you can send request. One is request line, another request the body. So it is true because you can do it in this way. So here, let me show you. We use that form. Now, for those 25% students, we can send in these 2 places. Here, I tell you how to send. All right. Suppose we have a form, right? Action. Right. Action, we specify URL, right? Yeah, URL. I still use the data processing to represent the URL. Okay. All right. After that, question mark. Okay. All right. Parameter name 1, ampersand, parameter value 1. Sorry. Yeah, let me write it this way. pn1 equals pv1 ampersand, pn2 equals pv2 double quotes. All right, yeah, remaining. Okay, yeah, form. All right, yeah. Then inside, so you have your data, submit. After you click submit, then we send in 2 places. Because the data in this place will be sent in the request line. The data in this part will be sent in the request body. So that's okay. So no problem. Yeah. So that's the background of this question. Yeah. All right. So we finish part 1. Yeah. Next, we will do part 2 of the homework assignment number 1.